Ann Jeffries as Marion Kirby, the ghostess with the mostest. Robert Sterling as George Kirby, that most sportive spirit. And Leo G. Carroll, host to said ghosts, as Topper.
Hurry, George, they'll be here any minute.
You sure we're doing the right thing, Marion?
You wouldn't want Topper and Henrietta to sail for home without any going-away presents, would you?
Well, no, but I think it's a trifle unfair to take all of Mr. Twigman's presents.
I never heard of him. Besides, serves him right for not locking his cabin. Take off those labels.
You know, I sometimes wonder what Topper would do without us ghosts.
What would we do without Topper? The only person who could see us or hear us.
Uh-oh.
Oh, thank you, Purser. Well, here we are, dear. Almost as big as our room in the hotel in Paris.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh, Cosmo, where did all these presents come from? Bon voyage, Bunny. Do you know any bunnies?
No, dear. I once had a chipmunk, a cute little fella.
Don't be silly, Cosmo.
Not being silly, dear. He was a very good friend of mine.
Cosmo, look at that bed.
Oh, it's you, is it?
Well, of course it's me. Who did you think it was?
I just wanted to make sure I was in the right cabin, dear.
How did you fix that?
It's the moisture from the sea area. I mopped it up.
Oh, I do hope we have a smooth trip. I think I'll go ask the captain what he thinks.
Henrietta, he can't tell.
He'll tell me, and I won't tell anyone else. Start unpacking, dear.
Well, thank you very much. And how are my two seafaring ghosts?
Oh, shipshape, darling. And he likes pretty presents.
You mean Mr. Twigman's pretty presents?
Twigman? Twigman?
Coming. Did somebody call me? I say, hello, fancy seeing you.
Yes, it is rather fancy.
Yes, I haven't seen you since, let me see.
Is it as long as that?
Oh, quite, yes. I say, you've been to the States?
Well, I'd rather plan to. Can't stay in Europe forever, you know.
I say, do you know Bunny Sanders? He's a wonderful fellow, Bunny. Wonder if he sent me a present. I haven't been to my cabin yet.
Look here, Mr. Twigman.
I say, Lady Dundle Smythe, fancy you knowing Cookie.
Well, not very well, but...
I say, you know everybody that I know. It's amazing that we never met. Sooner, that is.
Quite.
Oh, a photograph. I say, now this is a coincidence. I love you, darling. Come back to me soon, Ethel.
Yes, very affectionate, Ethel. You ought to meet her.
Meet her? Oh, boy, I married her.
Hi, Topper. Got your sea legs yet?
I only got my land legs from the trip over. Henrietta doesn't want to get up at all.
George, we should introduce Topper to some nice boys his own age.
How about Twiggy?
Oh, he's a bore. Topper, darling, wouldn't you like to meet some nice people?
I don't need any nice people. I'm satisfied with you.
I think that has a double meaning.
Now, they look like good company, Topper.
Offer to buy them a drink.
Pretty calm. Don't be silly.
I beg your pardon?
Just thinking out loud. It's an old shipboard habit of mine.
Don't be shy, Topper.
Come on, get chummy. You've broken the ice. Look at that flock of ducks.
Oh, say hello. They're old friends of ours.
What are their names?
Names? How would anybody know the names of a flock of ducks?
I didn't mean their given names. I meant the species.
Well, That's one way to start a conversation.
Oh, no, you don't, Topper, darling.
Am I saying things?
This ship has a terrible list. Let me go. Let me go.
Oh, all right. Let him go, Marion.
Why don't you look where you're going?
Sorry, I haven't got my sea legs quite yet.
See? Now they're friends. Let's go look for Neil, George.
What's the matter? I just wanted to make sure that guy didn't lift anything off me.
Put those away, you fool. Do you want to do a 10-year stretch?
Sorry I got into this racket. I was doing all right with the cars till you came along.
Okay, Jack. I'll tell you what. You start warming up a cold deck and I'll set up a little game for you.
Oh, you're talking. Let's go.
Here, Neil.
Neil!
Here, boy.
We might have known where he'd be.
Oh, don't be such a crybaby, Neil. You're only having 2 hours to wait.
Oh.
Hey, Topper, wait a minute.
Topper! George is Topper. Oh, we've missed you, dear.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I think he's bored.
I am not.
Of course you are. George, how could we entertain him?
Well, I could do a few card tricks.
Oh,
my dear children.
perfect. George is amazing with cards. You know, he's the only man I ever met whose hand was slower than the
Get a
eye.
load of this, old boy.
Isn't that wonderful?
Well, I'm a bit out of practice.
Oh, don't go, dear. He's only getting warmed up.
Hey, wait a minute, Topper. You ever seen this one? This'll kill you. Now, look. I have the ace of spades, right? Mm-hmm. Let me have the book. Now, I take the ace of spades, I put it in the book, right? Now, you watch this. Watch it very closely. Look.
I say, how'd you do that?
It's a new game of solitaire. The cards play alone. I learned it from this book.
Oh, you're just the fellow we're looking for. We're going to have a friendly little game of poker.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, I won't take no for an answer. I want you to meet Dodson and Green. They're splendid fellows. This is Topper, a very, very old friend of my wife's.
We met before.
Yes, we ran into each other on deck.
Are you good at card tricks?
Oh, of course not. I'm not even good at cards. I never play at all.
Oh, come now, you don't have to worry. Low stakes, friendly game. You can't run out on us now, Topper.
Well, I don't want to hold up the game.
I'm afraid you and Mr. Twigman have been running into a bad streak.
Yes, so it would seem. Now, if you don't mind, I think I've had enough.
Quite. Beastly luck. Well, let me know the damage and I'll pay you later. I'll still be on the boat.
I'll pay now.
Just a minute. Excuse me, Mr. Twigman. Did you drop this?
Why, good heavens, no. I wish I had it, though. I just took a terrible drubbing in a poker game. By the way, how did you know my name?
It's my business to know everybody on board. I'm the ship's detective, Mr. Twigman. The company hires me to protect innocent passengers against card sharps and confidence men.
Oh, bless my soul.
Now, this card fell out of your book.
Oh, it couldn't have. This... By Jove, this isn't my book. This belongs to that blighter Topper, fellow I was playing poker with.
Maybe that's why you lost so much.
But he lost too. Dodson and Green were the winners.
Mr. Twigman, I'd like you to ask Mr. Topper to play poker again tonight. Oh, I'll be there and keep an eye on the game. The company will repay you for any losses you sustain.
Seems strange. This fellow Topper's a very dear friend of my wife's. Oh, well, Ethel always did go for bounders.
You'll be doing a real service, Mr. Twigman. A public service.
Well, if you put it that way, I'll go and get my book.
I'm afraid I haven't got change.
I have.
They're paying Topper.
They must be in it together.
it's nice to see you up and about.
I'm not sure I'll enjoy dinner, however.
Nonsense, Henrietta. It's as smooth as a pond. You have nothing to worry about. Come along, shall we go?
Aren't you going to dress?
Well, I think I have everything.
One always dresses on shipboard. Dinner clothes are au fait.
But I thought that was in the tropics.
Put on your dinner clothes, Cosmo, and don't dawdle. I'll meet you in the salon.
Dinner clothes. Oh, dear.
Topper, darling, they're crooks.
Who is?
Dodson and Green, we caught them cheating.
Oh, there you are. I've been hunting all over for you two.
George, are they still at it?
Who and what are you two talking about?
Harry Dodson and Jack Green, your pals. They're card sharps.
My pals, indeed. You forced me onto them.
He's forever bringing up trifles.
You know, they were playing gin rummy and cheating on each other.
Oh, card sharps, eh?
Don't worry, Topper. Tonight, you're going to be a card sharp.
What do you mean?
Well, you're going to ask them for a chance to get even. And guess who's going to win?
It's not a bad idea. Only you'd better let Twigman win, too.
But of course. Imagine those thieves fleecing our very dearest friend. There's one thing I can't stand is a cheat. But we'll teach him, Topper.
Oh, and one more thing. We're not to win any more than we lost to them.
What?
Oh, come on, Topper.
Now, what's the matter?
Well, you take all the fun out of the game.
Beg your pardon.
It's getting rough again.
No, I don't think so. Just my natural clumsiness. Oh, allow me. Your face is so familiar.
It is? Hey, George, what's he up to?
He started with her face, and now he's up to her bracelet.
I know. Barbara Stanley.
Where is she? Oh, I love Barbara Stanwyck. Where is she?
There. That is Barbara Stanwyck.
You look so much like Barbara Stanley.
Oh, you're very flattering.
Would you mind very much if I sat down here?
Oh, not at all. Do sit down.
George, we better get top before Henrietta loses that bracelet.
Oh, is this a new book? Is it good?
It's very entertaining. Would you like to borrow it?
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. You haven't finished.
It will be by tomorrow, and then it's all yours.
Oh, thank you.
Dull crossing, don't you think?
Well, I haven't been up and about much.
I'm traveling with a business associate, and we haven't even been able to find two for bridge. You play bridge?
Just a little.
Well, we must get up a game. Maybe tonight.
Well, oh, Cosmo, you're here.
Yes, dear. I decided to stay on the boat.
Oh, this is my husband, Mr.
We met.
Don't be rude to him, Topper. Remember the poker game tonight.
Oh, Mr. Dodson, my wife.
And what a charming wife.
Hi, here's Mr. Green. Come and join us.
Why, Cosmo, you seem to have met everybody.
Only the crooked crowd.
Mr. Green, my wife.
And what a charming wife.
Get up a game for later.
There they are now. Probably planning to feast that woman.
Now, don't forget, invite them to play poker after dinner.
Hi, here's Mr. Trigman. Mr. Trigman, my wife.
What a charming wife.
What has Henrietta got that I haven't got?
Visibility and a diamond bracelet.
Well, here we all are again.
Topper, the game tonight.
By the way, how about the game of poker after dinner?
Drop, Topper. Dodson has 3 aces.
I drop.
I'll open.
See you. I'll see. I drop.
Darling, help Twiggy. He plays like a sack.
That he does. Look out, Twiggy. Here I come.
I'll open.
See you. I'll stay and raise 50.
I'm away.
Not for me.
How many? I'll take 3.
I'll play these. I'll bet the limit.
There's your limit, and I'll raise you a stack.
Beat that.
Gladly. I have a royal spade flush.
You know, I'm beginning to think this game is crooked.
Amazing, isn't it? We won just what we lost this afternoon.
You didn't know my husband was a professional gambler, did you?
What?
Oh, of course, he really isn't.
Yes, thank you, dear.
Well, we must do this again tomorrow.
No thanks.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
That fellow must be a crooked player. I never saw such luck.
You didn't do so badly yourself.
Oh.
George, we're home.
Seems to me I've seen that face somewhere before.
I've seen those faces someplace before.
Must have taught them a good lesson. It's the first time they've shown since the game.
Harry, we better not try it. I've got a feeling we're hot.
Relax, we'll get through.
Get through with what?
Can't help feeling one of those European stoolies tipped with customs officials.
Don't be silly. Customs officials get good salaries. They won't take tips.
They nail us, me carrying $30,000 worth of ice.
Oh, the girl was hot.
You're not going to carry it.
What?
You don't think we're going to be a pair of sitting ducks, do you?
Now it's ducks again.
There's only one person who's going to walk through the customs with those diamonds.
Who?
Mrs. Topper. Mrs. Cosmo Topper.
You mean you're going to stow the goods on her?
Okay, let's go.
George, why would they stow goods on Henrietta?
Well, maybe they mistook him for a lifeboat. Let's follow him. Okay, let's go.
I promised to lend her this book the first night I met her.
Supposing Mrs. Topper finds the stones.
She won't have much time. I'm going to give her the book just before she gets off the boat. She goes through the customs with it. Then when we're outside the customs, I tell her I left some papers in it and get it back from her.
Why, that dirty sneak.
But if the customs inspector gets onto that book,
Then the Toppers will go to jail instead of us.
George, quick. We've got to warn Topper not to let Henrietta take that book.
oh well, I guess it's just ghosts. Ghosts?
Hey, Topper and Henrietta have gone.
Oh, we'll have to hurry. Come on, Neil. Oh, we know the bar is closed.
Did you remember to tip everyone, Cosmo?
Yes, dear.
The steward, the purser.
Yes, dear.
How much did you give the captain?
Henrietta, you don't tip the captain.
I don't know why not. I thought he did a splendid job.
Mrs. Topper, I promised to lend you this book.
What? How kind of you. How will I get it back to you?
Don't worry. I'll find you.
We're in the phone book.
Come along, dear.
Goodbye, Mrs. Topper. Topper.
Come along.
How can you be so rude to those nice men?
They're card sharp.
Oh, don't be silly, Cosmo. They lost to you, didn't they?
There's your man, Inspector. His name is Topper.
I'll inspect their baggage myself.
Oh, here we are.
I say this is a coincidence. We're under the same letter.
Obviously, since both our names begin with T.
Oh, is that so? Well, life is full of coincidences, isn't it?
Yes, isn't it?
Say, I wonder if we should be under K for Kirby or G for Ghost.
Oh, go on. Topper, get that book from Henrietta quick.
What?
I didn't say anything.
It has diamonds in it. Smuggled diamonds.
What?
Cosmo, you must be hearing things.
I certainly am. Let me see that book, Henrietta.
What for?
I'll read it to you until the inspector comes.
Hurry, Topper. Here he comes now.
But I don't like to be read to.
Henrietta, say hello to the inspector.
Hello, Inspector.
Open your baggage, please.
Right over here. I'll open them.
I say, old boy, did you drop this book?
No.
Well, where did it come from?
Circulating library. They circulate all over. Goodbye.
Cosmo, that's my book.
Why, so it is. What are you doing with my wife's book?
Mind if I take a look at that?
I don't think you'll like it very much. It's very dull reading.
I got it, Topper.
Hey, where'd the book go?
You took it.
Huh?
Don't worry, Inspector. I can always get another copy.
Another, but I want the thing.
I said, come back. In here. Pick it, boy. Pick it up. Pick it up. Now go bury it. Come on, go bury it.
I want that book.
I haven't got it.
I saw it. Where? It just floated past me, and by Jove, do you know what happened? I suppose it disappeared into thin air. Precisely. I'm going to find that book.
Oh, forget about the book. Don't you want to look at our baggage?
I certainly do. And if you happen to see that book just floating by again, let me know. Oh, righto.
Now, don't trust anything.
George. Marion.
What's that?
Just nicknames for my wife.
Oh, don't be silly, Cosmo.
George, come back.
Now what?
That book just floated by.
Yeah? Come here, Neil. Take this book and bury it. Oh, open your mouth and take the book. Neil, drop that. Butterfingers. Uh-oh. That's the ship's detective. We're sunk. I've got to get that book back.
Hey, George!
Inspector, is it necessary to go through all my personal apparel?
Not out here. We'll have a matron strip you in the shed.
Oh!
Does this book belong to one of you?
Where'd you get that?
It sort of floated past me.
What did I tell you? Let me have it. You and your bright ideas.
I'll knock him down and take it away from him.
No.
No, what, Cosmo?
No duty on books.
George, it's all right.
Say, what's that cotton doing in there?
Well, it's a medical book.
The diamonds are in there. I took them out.
Where'd you put them?
I'll show you.
No, what do we do?
How should I know? At least I kept us out of jail.
So that's your game. You never put them in the book, you double-crosser.
What are you talking about?
You double-crossing rat.
Come and get him, Topper.
Come on, break it up. What's the meaning of this?
There are your men, Inspector. And that's their book. They tried to use my wife to smuggle it through.
Hold it. Wait a minute, Master. Come on.
Nice work, old fellow. No wonder my wife's madly in love with you.
Right on time.
W. Lufton, Bernard L. Schubert production. Produced by John W. Lufton. Starring Ann Jeffries, Robert Sterling, and Leo G. Carroll.